Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar on how augmented reality is transforming field service management. My name is Surya Prakash. I'm the director of the digital communication practice at Radiant Digital. I've been a practitioner of AR, VR technologies for over 15 years now. In this webinar, I will present some examples of how AR has been used to solve critical business challenges. This presentation will be roughly 20 minutes long with Q&A at the end. Let me first talk about the operational challenges faced by customer service organizations. Their customer expectations have completely transformed. Here are some of the root causes of the challenges faced by these organizations. High technician turnover. On an average, organizations are seeing technician turnover of more than 31.5%. This turnover also has a range of causes, such as an aging workforce, fewer young people entering the trades, and more service offerings, thereby diluting the existing workforce utilization. Inadequate skills training is another leading cause. Rapid onboarding creates a need for faster training, resulting in recruits not having a good understanding of the appropriate standards and practices. The next challenge is inconsistent service delivery. Some organizations are offloading field service to third-party contractors and are not being able to monitor their work consistently. Then there is a challenge of reliance on short-term labor. On an average, 26.4% of the field service staff are contracted to cater to demand surge. A recent survey showed consumers are now uncomfortable with allowing technicians into their homes. Customers prefer companies that are innovating with remote support tools. Consumers are more willing to do things by themselves. For most companies, augmented reality is the solution. It's now time for an audience poll. I request everyone to answer the poll question that is popping up on your screen. Okay, it looks like many of you have suggested that high technician turnover, poor quality of service, and lack of training are the key uh, aspects or challenges faced by organizations. We may have just the case study for you today. Let me start with a quick explanation of what augmented reality is. Simply put, augmented reality adds to your world. It is a technology that overlays digital information on top of physical assets. This digital information can be in the form of schematics, instructions, annotations, and performance or condition status. To experience AR, all you need is a digital display device like a smartphone, tablet, or wearable devices like Microsoft HoloLens or the Magic Leap headset. The AR technology recognizes the object that you are seeing through the camera view and overlays relevant digital information on the screen of the device. You need AR authoring software to develop AR content, but this, of course, is a topic for a separate discussion in future webinars. Many customers ask me, what is XR? Well, augmented reality and virtual reality technologies are collectively called XR or extended reality. As XR hardware and content becomes more accessible, it has evolved from being seen as merely a marketing gimmick to a solution impacting the entire product lifecycle and customer experience. Industry leaders in automotive, transportation, and manufacturing see real ROI from interactive and immersive experiences. Let me talk about some of AR's benefits. The first one being cost effective and collaborative product design and development, leveraging IoT and digital twins. Lockheed Martin, for example, saw a 10x ROI by building products virtually versus physical builds and testing. They saved more than $10 million in costs last year. Another benefit is highly effective and immersive training. A great example is of an AR training solution that helped the US Air Force dramatically reduce the number of errors made by its recruits on aircraft maintenance tasks to virtually zero. Volkswagen was able to reduce training time by as much as 50% over conventional on the job training. They also found that they can save as much as one third of the training cost. Talking about engaging sales and marketing, a real-time 3D AR activation by Nissan's Infiniti increased trade show booth leads and retail engagement by more than 35%. And of course, we have efficient and effective field service. This is the topic of our discussion today. Let us now look into how AR has been applied to solve problems of customer service organizations. The first application is of course for training. AR visual instructions allow faster training of new recruits. It allows existing technicians a chance to improve their know-how. It drastically improves retention rates and brings about operational consistency, leading to performance excellence during the field service operation. The second application is AR field guides. The just-in-time overlay of step-by-step visual instructions with audio for any service task promotes faster understanding and allows technicians in the field to resolve issues faster with fewer errors. The third application is remote expert assistance. This remote collaboration feature allows techs to access subject matter experts. Experts don't need to travel. It allows for process efficiency and improvement of service quality. Let us now explore a few examples of how AR has transformed field service management in a few enterprises. The first use case is that of a residential boiler that was being installed and maintained by third-party agencies. The company's biggest challenge was providing consistent quality of service to their customers. They had thousands of installations across North America. These third-party technicians were installing and servicing their product without remote expert support or supervision. So the company decided to use AR to solve this problem. Let us look at a short demo video on how they did this. A field technician uses the AR app on his iPad to access visual instructions that provide complete product overview and all the service steps. You can see an AR overlay, a 3D model of the boiler is superimposed on the video of the actual boiler. He is able to access work instructions for periodic inspection that takes him through the steps in real time. A checklist was included to confirm that he has followed the process. You can see clearly how the AR overlay of a 3D model with an animation in the right position makes it very clear for him to understand the task. He is then asked to take a photo of the filter for warranty purposes. You can even add multiple choice options. These responses are then logged with the timestamp for future analysis. More information can be presented to him in the form of 2D or 3D animations, overlays, videos, images, or even PDF manuals. Here you can see a combination of animations and video being used for a task that the technician needs to perform. The technician can also get audio instructions in sync with the visual instructions.
Remove the operational panel. Secure the new operational panel with 3 screws using a Phillips screwdriver. Then attach the connector to the circuit board.
The technician can initiate a video call with a remote expert who can then annotate on screen or provide verbal instructions to assist the technician in solving the problem quickly. The whole session can be recorded for quality assurance and warranty purposes. Let us now look at another example. A client had about 200 installations of their machinery in the USA, with few technicians and remote experts supporting their deployment. Regular maintenance of equipment was proving to be expensive as technicians or experts had to travel to client locations. They decided to use AR to allow customer self-service assisted by the company's remote experts. Please note that the video was not filmed on the actual equipment. The field technician has to replace the MPIO circuit board using the AR visual instructions. He has 2 modes of visualization, the see-through mode and an opaque mode. The remote expert is always connected to the service technician on a video call and provides additional instructions using annotations on screen in real time. You can see both the expert view and the tech view side by side, showing the real-time intervention. The technician then proceeds to the next steps. 3D animations, 2D image overlays, 2D animations, and checklists are all used to provide visual instructions to the technician. Remote experts can intervene at any time. They can provide reinforcement using annotations and verbal instructions. They can also transmit images, video, and documents in real time. The technician can also get audio instructions in sync with visual overlay as an additional sensory input.
Remove mounting screws. Remove MPIO board and replace.
Finally, the technician is asked to take a photo and confirm that the part was replaced for quality assurance and warranty purposes. Let me tell you about how customers are seeing significant positive business impact with AR. In a recent study using traditional methods, a group of minimally experienced, newly recruited maintenance engineers were able to complete only 4 out of 12 tasks without instructor intervention and incurred 3 errors even within the completed tasks. Whereas using AR solutions on iPad devices, the recruits were able to complete all tasks without assistance, incurring 0 errors. In another industry study comparing AR users to non-AR users, a clear business impact beyond simple workforce utilization was seen. Customers observed an increase in speed of delivery as well as a dramatic reduction of errors, thereby improving operational efficiency. reduction of training costs, happier customers leading to increased customer retention rates, a near 5% year-on-year revenue improvement, which was previously lost due to workforce strain. So how do you start your AR journey? We have identified a few stages in the AR maturity model that organizations typically go through. It is very important to understand where your organization is in this journey. A typical journey, of course, begins with an organization having no understanding of AR. They are pushed into action either by partners or suppliers or even customers, and thus begin a journey of exploration. Often, this involves a few people within the organization learning about XR technologies, becoming fascinated by a certain device, say the HoloLens, and exploring deeper, identifying use cases where AR can be deployed, finally culminating the development of one often expensive AR solution using either in-house resources or assistance from external vendors. Then they move on to deploying more AR use cases as they begin to understand business value. This involves a deeper understanding of AR platforms, both hardware and software, and evolving a platform strategy, developing AR content, modifying workflows, and understanding and solving deployment issues. Scaling the organization-wide deployments requires executive sponsorship. At this stage, AR solutions are connected to the broader IT ecosystem. A core working group is established. AR content development strategies are put in place. Training solution is also put in place. KPIs are identified. Business value is continuously measured, and reports are published across the organization. Finally, an organization that is best in class or an industry leader would have an identified leader for the group. All business processes are being reinvented using AR. Hardware devices and content are all interconnected, while the company seeks to leverage 5G, edge computing, and such emerging technologies to assist AR deployment. It's time for another audience poll. I request everyone to answer the poll question that is popping up on your screen. Okay, it looks like the majority of you suggested that there is no maturity or you're either exploring the possibilities, and some of you are leading the way. So it's good to know. Okay. By building an AR infrastructure today, you'll be further ahead of companies scrambling to catch up in the years to come. But AR is a tool that is not particularly useful in vacuum. Thoughtful implementation and addressing key business challenges will help to maximize its potential. Consider the following guidance when charting a course for your AR-powered enterprise. Immediate returns. Find the mix of modules that's best for you. Two-way communication between experts and technicians requires significant workforce management oversight. Step-by-step AR tutorials mitigate workforce needs and allows customer self-service, but can be more rigid in their workflow. Find the modules that best suit you and provide you immediate return. Measure outcomes. As it relates to failed service visits or workforce utilization, how far are you falling short? How will you measure the ways that augmented reality gets you back on track? Be thoughtful about implementation. You may need to change your product design to take advantages of IoT and digital twins. Think about workflow changes that need to be implemented and the training that goes with that. Think about how augmented reality tools fit into your technology stack. Find an optimal mix best suited for your organization. A mix of AR field guides with or without remote assistance or just AR self-service. The key is to understand that success requires focusing on those applications that will return the most value. Radiant Digital is always happy to assist you in your AR journey. You can get in touch with me directly to understand more about our collaboration partner program. Feel free to email me at surya.prakash@radiant.digital, or you can get in touch with our sales team at info@radiant.digital. Thank you for listening. Now I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Great. And thank you, Surya. Let's open up the lines for questions now. If you would like to ask a live question, please use the raise your hand function, or you can simply type your question into the chat. Looks like we have a couple of questions for you already. Hey, Surya, which AR authoring platforms can be used for generating AR visual instructions?
Okay, that is a good question. There are a lot of platforms that you can use. Um, it all depends on the maturity of your organization to use these platforms. Typically, we advise that companies use rapid content authoring tools like the WorkLink platform from Scope AR. It's a very good tool. You can also use PTC's Vuforia. Uh, Using these platforms, SMEs themselves can author augmented reality instructions, but there are less flexibilities with respect to features. You can of course code the whole thing using Unity or Unreal engines, but that can offer you more flexibility. But developing features with these require significantly more expertise. Hope that answers your question.
Okay, I'll read a couple more questions from our chat. How do we develop AR content, 3D models, and animations?
Okay, so typically what we have seen is the 3D content, models, animations, that takes up 60% of any project. So that is the portion of the project that you need to focus the most on. Developing the instructions and coding it is the smaller part of the whole thing. If you want to do 3D overlays like the ones that we showed you, you definitely need 3D CAD models. And if you don't have them, there are new ways in which we could develop these models. There are 3D scanning technologies. You can use tools like the iPad Pro, a structure sensor, scan them in real time. But of course, these data that you get would be very rough cut. So you would need to have digital artists optimizing these models using DCC tools like Blender, 3ds Max, and creating this content for you. And of course, use the authoring tools. Once the 3D models, animations are all ready, you can bring them into the authoring tools to develop the visual instruction.
Okay. Let's do another audience question in the chat. What devices are best suited for AR?
Okay, so I mean that is you this day and age pretty much. I mean you want to take advantage of all the latest technologies. You want the latest devices. So the latest iPhones and the iPads are great devices to use. On the Android side, you have the Google Pixels and the Samsung Galaxy series. You would want the latest generation devices, probably just a year old, because you want to take care of the advancements in AR Core and AR Kit. And on the wearables, we have seen that the HoloLens 2 is an amazing device. And that gives you a lot more freedom than traditional handheld devices. I mean, you would imagine that if you wear a HoloLens 2, your hands are free to do what you need to do. So that is one of the better ways to experience AR.
Those are good questions. Let's do one more. Can we connect AR content to learning management systems?
Oh yeah, of course. So your LMS should be XAPI compliant. So if you're upgraded and your LMS is compliant to XAPI, it makes it very easy to connect AR, VR content. You of course need to start with the formulas to collect data, store it in the LRS, the learning record store, and then convert the results into visualizations that you can understand. So it is possible, yes, but you need LMS systems that are XAPI compliant.
All right, well, that's all the questions that we have time for today. You guys can check our website, Radiant Digital, for a link to this recording, and the slide deck will also be included. Again, thank you for joining us, and thank you, Surya.
Thank you.